Hello everyone, my dear students of H.S.Second year. Today let us try to learn the main idea of the poem Keeping Quiet by the celebrated Chilean poet Pablo Neruda. His real name was Neftali Ricardo Reyes Basalto. Born on July 12, 1904, Neruda became well known as an author since he was only 13 years of age. He adopted the pen name Pablo Neruda while he was still in his early teens. Until his death in 1973, Neruda remained active in the political and literary arenas of his country. Pablo Neruda is often considered the national poet of Chile, and his works have been popular and influential worldwide. He was conferred the Nobel Prize of Literature in 1971. Pablo Neruda was against any kind of political or social oppression. His poem, Keeping Quiet, is a call for the introspection of all human beings who have been divided on the lines of race, language, and nationalities. This peace poem is all for silence and stillness, which will help us reflect on ourselves and the world. Now, let me first read the poem. Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. It would be an exotic moment, without rush, without engines. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. Those who prepare green wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with that. If we were not single-minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. Now I will count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. So this is the reading of the poem Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. Let us now go to the first few lines of the poem. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. The poet asks to count to 12, most probably 12 being the number of hours shown in a clock. It may also remind some of the 12 months in a year. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. The poet requests everyone to keep quiet, not to speak, because language creates barriers between people. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much. He asks everyone even to stay away from any kind of physical activity. It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. It will be a splendid moment where there will be no mechanical activities. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness, and this will be a rare moment. In this unique moment of togetherness, one can break the shackles of hatred, violence, discrimination, exploitation, etc. Such a moment will surely enhance unity. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. In this moment, the fisherman will also stop hunting whales in the sea. Here, fisherman represents the oppressor and whales represents the oppressed class. So, in a way, it's a cry to stop all kinds of oppressions. A salt gatherer would look at his hurt hands. In this moment, a salt gatherer will also be able to have a moment's rest and look at his own hands, look at his hurt hands, will stop and see and realize that his actions are harming himself. Here, mankind is personified as salt gatherer because in this moment of silence, everyone will be able to introspect, self-analysis, that is what meant here, and they will realize if their actions are self-destructive. So here at this point I would love to stop for today, and for the next part please come to my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.